There's no way you keep applying it on your natural hair that you won't experience its damage. Hey loves, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be discussing all about hair breakage, how to prevent or reduce the rate at which your hair breaks. Now, one thing you need to know about life in general is that in order for you to solve a problem, it's important for you to know the cause of that problem because that will help you to address the problem properly and find a solution. So in this video, I'll be discussing various things that could be causing your hair to break, things you might even be doing without realizing. So if this sounds like something you might be interested in, definitely smash that like button and let's get right into the video. There's no need for me explaining what hair breakage means. Everybody knows what hair breakage is. Everybody has experienced hair breakage. In fact, we are still experiencing hair breakage, but there are things you can do to actually reduce the rate at which your hair breaks. Now, the first cause of hair breakage is your detangling process. The way we detangle our natural hair actually plays a huge role in hair breakage. In fact, 80% of our hair breakage actually comes from the detangling process. How do you detangle your natural hair? How do you undo your natural hair when detangling? Do you undo it like a form of battle that you want to conquer? Or do you take care of it with care, like part of your body? Just imagine if your hair could talk. What will your hair be saying? Will your hair be happy with you? Now, let me explain how I detangle my natural hair. If my hair is in its natural coily and shrinking up state, I simply detangle by wetting my hair. I make sure my hair is soaking wet. Then I go in with my rinse out conditioner. I make sure my rinse out conditioner has lots of slip because this makes my detangling process easier. It just makes my finger glide through my hair without damaging my hair, and it also serves as my pre-poo. I also detangle like this if I just finished losing a protective style and I'm about to wash my hair, or if my hair is in a stretched state and there's not much tangles in my hair, I just simply damp my hair with my spray bottle. Then I go in with a leave-in conditioner, not a rinse out conditioner this time. I go in with a leave-in conditioner to detangle my hair, and that's all. I'm good to go. Another thing I do when detangling is to use my fingers. I don't use combs. Even if I will use comb, I would have finger detangled first before going over with a comb. So I finger detangle my hair. That way it makes it easier for me to be gentle with my hair, for me to feel any knots in my hair and easily take them out without ripping out my hair or causing further damage to my hair. However, this doesn't mean you can't use a comb or a brush. If you are not a finger detangling fan, you can as well use a comb or a brush, but just make sure that the brush is specifically made for detangling natural hair. Make sure you are using combs like this, combs with wide mouth like this. And we already know that detangling process takes time and patience, but trust me, if your natural hair doesn't really get tangled up, you wouldn't have to spend so much time detangling it. So you need to think of things you can do to prevent your hair from getting really tangled up, so that you won't spend so much time detangling your natural hair. So what are those things you can do? You want to make sure you are doing protective styles that would not really make your hair get tangled up. If you notice that a particular hairstyle makes your hair tangle up a lot, why not change styles and do more of stretched styles? Because the rate at which your hair tangles when it's in its stretched state is quite less compared to when it's in its natural coily state. Another place people detangle wrongly is during the shampoo process. You want to make sure your hair is in twist before applying your shampoo. You can just section your hair into like 8 or 12 depending on how much your hair is before applying your shampoo. Because trust me, your shampoo has no business with your hair strands. So the main focus of your shampoo is your scalp, for it to have a clean scalp. So when you twist up your hair before applying your shampoo, you'll be able to concentrate on your scalp, and at the same time you will be preventing frizz, knots and tangles from happening to your hair. Also make sure you are not detangling your hair during your shampoo stage, because most shampoos in the market actually lack slip. Like, it's very rare for you to see a shampoo that has lots of slip that will aid that detangling process. So make sure you are not detangling your hair during your shampoo stage. I always detangle my hair with a conditioner, a rinse out conditioner, and that's always before or after shampoo. I don't detangle my hair while shampooing my hair, no. That way I'm not creating more tangles or knots in my hair. Another reason why your hair keeps breaking is because you are wearing your hair out most of the times. Now, if you keep wearing your hair out most of the times, it exposes your hair to some harmful elements in the air, materials in your clothing, and other things that could cause friction that would then lead to breakage. Now, this is where protective styles comes in. Remember that less manipulation equals to less breakage. So you want to make sure you are doing lots of protective styles. Protective styles are a great way of protecting your hair, especially the ends of your hair. Remember that your hands are the oldest and weakest part of your hair. So they need to be handled with care and protected. So protective styles actually protect the ends of your hair from breaking. So wearing protective styles like twist, braid, bun, cornrows stops friction that causes breakage. However, note that protective styles can also be counterproductive to the health of your hair if installed wrongly or if neglected while in that protective styles. Just because protective styles reduce breakage doesn't mean you should go and make a tight protective style. Make sure you're not making a tight protective styles. If you install a protective style and hours later you start feeling headache, that means the protective style is too tight. Please just lose it. It's too tight and it's not good for your health or for the health of your hair. The fourth reason why your natural hair keeps breaking is heat. It sucks moisture out of your natural hair, making it vulnerable to breakage. I know how good stretched natural hair looks. I know you want that sleek natural hair, but please always try to take breaks in between heat applications. Just take a break. Take a break from all the flat irons, curling irons, blow dryers, and other heat tools until your hair is strong enough to handle heat. In fact, your natural hair can never be strong enough to keep handling heat. There's no way you keep applying heat on your natural hair that you won't experience heat damage. Please always take breaks in between your heat application, and whenever you want to apply heat on your natural hair, please use heat protectant to protect your natural hair. Also set your heat at the lowest, that way you are not causing damage. Another reason you are suffering from hair breakage is because you are still holding on to your dead ends. Now, I understand that no one loves to get their hair trimmed, but sometimes little sacrifice in the short term results in bigger gains in the long run. Dead or split ends will do nothing to help your hair grow. Split ends up traveling up your hair strands, thereby causing more tangles and breakage than you would have if you simply cut them off. So to avoid this, make sure to trim your hair when necessary. Now, I know some people believe that you need to trim your natural hair in like 2 to 3 times a year, but I don't belong to that school of thought. I believe you should only trim your natural hair when you notice split ends. There's a reason for trimming natural hair, so you definitely want to trim when you notice split ends. Another thing you want to do is to maintain a protein and moisture balance. If while styling your hair you notice that your natural hair is always so strong, it's always feeling very strong, even when it's wet it's still very strong, or you notice that your natural hair is always very soft, like super soft, like it's falling off, there are things you can do to actually optimize your hair to bring your natural hair back to a balance. So this is where the protein and moisture balance comes in. If you notice that your hair is very dry, hard and brittle, you can always incorporate deep conditioner treatments in your hair care regimen. Deep conditioners actually penetrate into your hair strands and make it softer. Also, if you notice that your natural hair is very soft, like very soft, you can try protein treatment in your hair care regimen. Protein treatment will help you bring your hair back into balance in such a way that it's not too hard and it's not too soft. So can you now see why I said earlier that you need to know the cause of the problem for you to know this kind of solution to provide? Now, take for example, your hair is very hard, like super hard, but you still keep on applying protein treatment. What will happen? Your hair will keep getting harder, which is what you are trying to prevent in the first instance. Also, if your hair is very soft, like very soft, and you still keep on applying deep conditioners will further soften your hair, which is what you are trying to prevent in the first instance. So you just need to study your hair very well, know what works for it, know what your hair needs, if it's deep conditioner or protein treatment. Another reason why your hair keeps breaking is because you are not taking care of your scalp. Our hair grows from our scalp, not the ends of the hair. Our scalp is actually the most important part of our hair because that is where our hair grows from. Without a clean scalp, how will your hair grow? Oil buildups, bacteria, and unseen fungus could actually be the major culprits of unhealthy hair that leads to excessive shedding. So make sure you are using a scalp scrub or a clarifying shampoo. If you don't have a clarifying shampoo, you can as well use an apple cider vinegar hair rinse to clarify your scalp. So hair breakage is quite common and inevitable among type 4 hair, but these are some of the steps you can actually take to reduce the rate at which your hair breaks. You also want to check your diet, eliminate any bad hair habits you may have so as to prevent breakage and promote healthy hair growth. I'm very sure you will notice a difference in your hair by the time you start implementing all these tips. That will be all for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more hair tips. If you have any question on this video or any other question at all, please drop them in the comment section. I'll definitely reply. Thanks so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.